Hello, everyone, and welcome to Disqualified. We are here to react to Worlds Collide. So,
This show was good.
bit of a spoiler for who won. He's wearing the belt right now.
No longer beltless.
So,
Both our belts back where they rightfully belong, on camera, being worn.
let's get this roll call out the way. I am your two-time main roster predictions champion, Caleb. Sorry, headphones users. This is no longer beltless Trevin. This is our NXT predictions champion, Trevin.
Don't forget your inaugural main roster.
And behind the camera, beltless Zach.
Still have a belt.
No one's in that circuit.
You do have the accolade of being the inaugural NXT. We'll give you that.
But he is our producer, and we are here to, well, like I said, talk about Worlds Collide. It was a great show. Oh, so many great spots. It was on YouTube, so
You can go watch it.
go watch it. Go watch it. Go check it out.
Yes.
Uh,
AAA stars cooked.
Yeah, expand your wrestling horizons if you don't. But we are here to discuss all the matches.
Yes.
So
And-
we're starting with
Surprisingly,
a trios match.
yeah.
We thought we were going to start with a title match, end with a title match, go trio, tag, trio. But no. So we get LWO versus Octagon Jr., Aerostar, and Mr. Iguana.
Yep. LWO was supposed to be originally represented by Joaquin Wilde, Dragon Lee, and Cruz del Toro. However,
Joaquin Wilde appeared to get knocked out cold on a speed taping, so
and he is under
He got
concussion
pulled?
protocol for safety
yep. So in his place is Lince Dorado.
from AAA.
Well, I don't think he's from AAA. He's like a NXT coach,
Ah,
and I think he does stuff on Evolve too. So, cool to see him back in the ring. And we start things off with Mr. Iguana and Lince Dorado.
and one of the sort of sub stories of this match was everyone was trying to take out Mr. Iguana's puppet.
Yes, every single person. But oh my. I didn't think, Mr. Iguana, I apologize. I was not familiar with your game. Man, all three of these men from AAA pulled it out the fucking bag, bro. Aerostar
Yep.
hitting a tope move, which it was so funny because he didn't get any distance. He just went straight up, cleared the rope, and then landed. I was like, how?
I made the comment of for some reason Hispanics just have a thing for defying the laws of gravity.
Yeah,
in their
he just
DNA.
said, "Oh, okay. Octagon Jr. having a huge showing in the match,
Yeah.
but they do pick up the win.
Yes.
Them being the AAA stars.
This was also a trio match was also a very good way to open the show, as the opener was everyone taking turns tagging in a new person. Like as we mentioned, Mr. Iguana, and remind me of his name again because they didn't have it on the card.
So Mr. Iguana, Octagon Jr., and Aerostar.
No, the LWO replacement.
Oh, Lince Dorado.
Lince Dorado, yeah. Mr. Iguana and Lince started. Then we switched to, I believe it was
Cruz del Toro
and Arrow, right? No, Octagon,
Octagon.
because that's how we discovered who's who.
Yep.
Yeah,
And,
and
then,
then
we got Dragon Lee
and Arrow.
and Arrow.
Yeah, and yeah, no, this was a very good high flyer spot match. Still some technical work, as Dragon Lee has some technician in his move set, and the AAA reps also got some grappling moves in their move set as well. But yeah, no, this was amazing. Every Mr. Iguana spot was also hilarious. Like, I want to now go on YouTube and just look up Mr. Iguana highlights, because he was definitely a star of this match.
Yeah, but Octagon Jr. and Dominic are. Oh, that's a spoiler. Sorry. Ooh,
Yeah.
I let that slip. Octagon Jr. picks up the win, and after the match.
Yep, Dominic was shown that he was in the audience, supporting Lucha getting its spotlight. And then he looks at Octagon Jr. and
He
just,
says, "You're a big fan of my dad, huh?" Well, my dad's a deadbeat. He shoves Octagon and then says, "You know what?" Or they get into a brawl.
yep. They get separated, and Dom's like, you know what? I'll see you at Money in the Bank. And we're like, what?
Yep. So Money in the Bank now has a fifth match. We will not be predicting because we all
Yep.
know it's going to be Dom retaining.
Yeah. But impromptu fifth match on the card.
Hey, cool. I think we might start with that match. No, I think we're starting with a Money in the Bank.
Yeah, like they usually do.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so none of us pick up a point because all of us chose
LWO.
LWO. So next we move on to some tag team action.
Yep.
It is Lola Vice and Stephanie Vaquer versus Dalise and Chick Tormenta.
Yep. Reminder that Stephanie Vaquer is pulling double duty tonight.
Yep. So is another participant on this card. Or two.
Oh yeah. Yeah, three people are pulling double duty. And if you're trying to count your fingers, who's the third person? You know. Stop. Don't play into it. You know.
He wore different boots this night.
Yeah. But yeah, Stephanie and Lola, it was a very good match. Dalise and Chick Tormenta, showing off how much of powerhouses they are. Look, Lola was a good fit for this match. Like, despite her being off TV for a while, her kickboxing style definitely helped feed into the pacing of this match as well. Like, we got power move, we got Stephanie being a little more hybrid of tech and lucha, and then Lola serving, being the striker for the pacing.
Mhm.
This was a very well-paced match and a lot of very high spots as well.
Yeah, and in the end, we see Stephanie hit the SVB for the 1, 2, 3. And so we all pick up a point there.
Yep.
Now we're all on the board.
Yep. Another highlight spot is Lola joining in on hitting a devil's kiss with Stephanie, which was funny as the audience has just been brainwashed to doing the Booker T yeah. Yeah, but no, it was a very solid match.
Oh, we forgot to rate the first match.
Oh yeah.
What are we rating the first match?
5 for Mystery Iguana alone.
I'll give it a 4.5. Zach.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. A moment of getting ad parody, which caused the opener of, everyone getting tagged in for a turn. The way they got to ad parody was a little weird, but still cool nonetheless. Like, all of these matches showed how fun the lucha style is to watch, because every match I caught myself saying that was slick multiple times.
Mm-hmm. And now, for Lola and Vaquer, Dalise, Chick Tormenta, what's the rating?
4.
4.
Yeah, 4.
All right.
And now our third match is the final trios tag match. It is Legado del Fantasma, represented by Santos Escobar, Berto, and
Angel.
Angel.
And they are taking on El Hijo de Dr. Wagner III, Pagano, and Psycho Clown. Oh.
We misunderstood your games, Dr. Wagner III, Pagano, and Psycho Clown.
I have misunderstood your game, Legado. They worked as a solid unit this match. Pagano taking one of the biggest bumps of the night
Literally
When-
most of the bumps, like they were pulling off the tag team strategy of make sure they never can get the tag.
So when there's a moment Pagano was going to do a suicide dive, Angel opens up the ropes even more.
Yep.
And while he does that, Santos runs in, grabs Berto out the way, and Pagano just eats it. Oh my god.
Yeah. No.
It was insane. The winners of this match, Legado.
Meaning I am the sole point earner for this match.
Yep, and that puts them up 2-1.
No, what? 1-0. Oh wait, yeah, no, 2-1. Sorry.
2-1.
Yeah, because we all earned a point for the Lola Vicar win, so we were a 3-way tie back then.
Yep. So, what are we rating this match, fellas?
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5.
4.
4. I feel like Zach's just gonna rate everything a 4.
Yeah, like this. My gosh, the amount this trio match was a car crash you couldn't look away from.
The first one was just pure entertainment.
Yes, this one was literally like, what's the craziest spot we could do? Let's do it.
And now we move on to one of two championship matches, your semi-main event of the evening. It is the men's NXT Fatal 4-Way Championship match with participants... North American Championship match, sorry. With participants being Javon Evans of NXT, Laredo Kid of AAA, Ray Fenix of SmackDown, and your NXT North American Champion, All Ego Ethan Page, representing, of course, NXT.
Yep. And this match, there was no gravity during this match unless Ethan was in the ring.
Yeah, Ethan being the grounded fighter, I thought was going to be a detriment to this match, but it helped it out a lot.
Yes, it provided. Ethan basically was the pacer of the match. Like when things were getting like too exciting and people need a breather, Ethan came in and took over.
Slowed the pace down.
Yes.
Man.
Which that sounds like a bad thing, especially when you think about like fight choreography comparisons, or like for those who are a fan of anime fights, like when things slow down, it kind of sucks. In wrestling though, it's a good thing because it means you are a good worker and can keep the excitement of the crowd going while basically, for lack of a better term, slow-mowing the action.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the winner, in surprising fashion, Ethan Page.
Yep, he retains by stealing a pin from Javon after Javon hits, I believe it's a frog splash he hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he hits this frog splash on, was it Fenix or Laredo?
I believe it was Fenix.
Yes, he hits it, but Javon, being as bouncy as he is, bounces up into Ethan, catching him, tossing him out of the ring so Ethan can steal the pin.
Yep, and none of us get a point because we all chose Javon.
Yes.
And
Javon's gonna get a title soon.
Javon's getting that North American title. I think
Yes.
he's the next one in line for it.
Yes, like it is blatantly in our face. Javon's getting a title within the calendar year.
Yeah. And if he doesn't, they have really messed up this momentum.
Yes.
I'm going to give this match a 4.5.
4.
4 1/4.
Okay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening. It is El Hijo de Vikingo, your Triple A Mega Champion, versus Chad Gable for the Triple A Mega Championship.
Yep, which means this is being refed under Triple A rule set that will play an important part in this match later.
Match of the night, 5 stars. I'm just getting that out the way. Match
Yeah.
of the night, 5 stars.
Yup.
When we use the phrase, because we do kind of overuse it a lot, car crash you couldn't look away from. This is that textbook definition.
We
Car crash you couldn't look
Yes.
away from.
We had people selling injuries. We had people hitting high spot after high spot, including Chad.
A Mexican destroyer was hit on the apron.
And that didn't finish the match.
There was a top rope falling reverse powerbomb that didn't finish the match.
There was a flying headbutt countered into a code breaker that didn't finish the match.
The table.
There was a moonsault through the table that didn't finish the match.
Like,
But what did finish the match was a 630 hit by Vikingo. And if you don't
Yes.
know what a 630 is, that is 630-degree rotation.
yes. Vikingo hit that 2 times this match.
How many flips would that equate to?
So that's 1260. So that's three full rotations and a half rotation. Wait, no.
Just for a 630, how many rotations?
That is 1 3/4.
That is insane.
Yes. So
That
he,
is insane.
yeah. So he hit 3.5 full rotations throughout the duration of the match.
But Vikingo picks up the win, which leads to him retaining, and also your new NXT Prediction champion, Trevin. But I already said 5 stars match of the night. Trevin,
5 stars match of the night.
Zach,
Yes.
5 stars match of the night.
Now, if you're asking why I gave that little disclaimer at the beginning of the match and how a DQ was not caused by a table being introduced, it is because AAA sees all tables that are introduced as environmental hazards.
Yep.
Just like how the announce table is an environmental hazard, as some AAA sceneries are lower budget, they made the addendum rule that all tables, no matter how they're introduced, are environmental hazards.
Yep. But that is it for the card.
Yeah.
I think overall, I'm going to give this thing like a 4.75. Like,
This is definitely a show I would go back and rewatch in its entirety.
oh yeah. This is one that I'm like, one of these days when I'm just bored, I just need something in the background, I'm going to throw this on.
Yeah. Like, we obviously have for certain cards matches we return to. Prime example, since we've restarted this channel, is, Drew v. CM Punk Hell in a Cell.
One of my favorite matches to go back and watch is the unsanctioned Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa match.
Yes. It's
Oh.
like, it is very rarely you have an entire card or an entire show you go back and rewatch it in its entirety.
One card that I will go rewatch in its entirety is my favorite WrestleMania. It's super long. It takes me like all day. WrestleMania 24. I'll go back and I'll rewatch that whole card because I don't think there's bad matches, but they don't detract from the overall card. You had Ric Flair's last match. You had that Belfast Brawl with Finlay and JBL. You had Cena, Triple H, Orton, Triple Threat, Batista, Umaga, Edge, Undertaker. So many good matches. And then you also had a Money in the Bank match that was won by one Sir CM Punk.
Nice.
But yeah, that's it for this card.
Yeah.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell 3 times so you know the match is over. We are here. We're going to be here to talk about Money in the Bank later on tonight. It starts in an hour at time of recording. So we'll see you after Money in the Bank. Peace. Thank you for your time.
Bye.
Truth.